Hello, and welcome back to Manapot Studios with our weekly rendition of Champignons de la Liberté, a Pathfinder 2nd edition actual play in the through the Hive of Corruption adventure written by Tom Robinson on Pathfinder Infinite. I am your host and GM, Krifu Bernal. My pronouns are he, him. I'm super stoked to be back after our week off and with a new player to boot. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and meet our cast for Champignons. Starting with Retro Ted.
Hello there, I'm Retro Ted. I play Jiggles the Heckler. I'm excited for the level up we have had. I have some new things to use and toy with people's emotions with. But Jiggles is excited but wants to know who's at the fire. What's that smell?
Hi, I'm Pan. I play Shurius Hoswell. My pronouns are he, they. His are he. He is also excited and potentially worried. Mostly about what the others are going to do.
Hi, my name is Vinny. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Emma Boomtower, the gnome alchemist who really loves explosions and wants to know more about what this falling star business is.
Hi, everyone. It's me, your friend Inez. Today and forevermore, I will be playing Jet, the fetchling gunslinger, who is a little hungry for power. It's fine, don't worry about it. She's much less curious, more cautious about what's going on here.
Forevermore playing as Jet. I just imagine
Forever.
every future game you play in, regardless of the system.
Ever,
Just can't stop playing
ever,
Jet.
and ever.
There can be only one.
Yep.
Let's recap a little bit, or a lot of bit, I suppose. From the beginning, I'll try to make it short and sweet. A group was gathered at the Wagging Tail, a bar in Shunitown in Isarn, the capital of Galt. There, they, for various reasons, needed to find work and were accepted a job from Darren E. Alandil, a half-elf who is creepy and awkward and just not very cool at all. To investigate a fallen star, a red starstone that had fallen in the western countryside, the central countryside of Galt, a kingdom that is basically locked in the French Revolution. After several days' journey across the river, the East Selen River, and through the countryside where this particular region had to eat all of their horses like about a decade ago because of, food issues.
Or just like horses.
Which tells you a lot about the livelihood of this region, I suppose. One of their party members had to head back to Isarn for personal reasons. And so now the three remaining Champignons are making their way towards Pickering Road, which seems to be the location of the crash, the landing site. I mean, did I miss anything? There's a lot more that I didn't cover, but that's about the gist of it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Great. So before we get any further, let's go to the movies.
Why did you ever come so near? Why did you suddenly disappear? I felt secure until we kissed.
The camera opens on a setting sun over the Galtian countryside. On first glance, a serene pastoral sort of land with rolling hills, tall trees. But on second glance, the horizon is lit with a strange color that you could almost taste, touch, smell, sort of dark brown, as a storm or perhaps a cloud hangs above the future. And the trees seem to have been burnt, as if a large blast of heat passed through this early spring. I feel like we're in spring, early spring?
Yeah, speaks sense.
Early spring landscape. We see a group of travelers, a small group, 3 of them, walking down a path from overhead in the dusk light. The camera goes to first the tallest of them. Is that Jet or Joy?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. How tall is Shed?
I was thinking she's about 6 foot.
Oh, she's
Maybe.
taller. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 6 foot.
Plus with the hat.
Yeah, plus with the hat,
adds like a
I think
whole
the hat
foot.
counts. Yeah, exactly. So you'll first see Jet. Jet, who is a beautiful young woman. She wears a. So yeah, if we're going head to toe, she wears a cowboy hat that comes down into a point, always covering one eye. With the other eye showing being a piercing blue eye, and she wears makeup like this, like very brown, smoky, like very blown out, and it's just like some piercing look. She always looks like she has bullshit on you, I think. She has stark white hair coming from underneath this hat that is like super straight. And her skin is very pale. She wears a black fur coat over her shoulders, not over her arms, just over her shoulders. And she wears a deep dark red blouse that goes into a black corset. And below that are some black jeans, or not really jeans, just like pants of some sort.
Jet wears jeans.
No, she does not. I think it would be more adjacent to like a dress pant material, like a more of a cotton.
Okay.
And she wears these dark red cowboy boots that have heels on them and spurs too. And around on her back, there is a huge gun, a very large gun, and on her, if you see her hands, there's some claws on there, some sharp filed nails. Let's say that. Yeah.
Okay. The camera pans down maybe an inch or two to Joy. Who do we see, Joy?
Joy is a half elf. He's about 5'11". He's dark skinned with neatly cropped grey braids that end in a messy bun at the back. Oops. He's walking with it's just so high. He has poise. He was of the gentry, so he carries himself well. He is smoothly shaved. He's wearing a white silken shirt with a pale purple cape over his shoulders. Much like just the shoulders, no arms. It's held by a silver clasp, and in the middle of that clasp is what looks like a keepsake locket. He has his rapier to one side. It's a little gaudy looking, but it also shows a lot of signs of misuse. And misuse, yeah, like he hasn't really taken care of it, or at least someone didn't take care of it before he got hold of it.
Like
So it
scratched
looks-
up, maybe a little
yeah.
rusty.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
And though
in the hilt, there's like an empty socket where a jewel might have been.
Yep, it's definitely been knocked off at some point. He was also wearing, I forgot about he was wearing his waistcoat with lovely buttons that every halfling wants, I guess. So yeah, he has a purple waistcoat, deep purple waistcoat with these silver trim buttons.
I feel like the three of you are walking in a line, so it goes like Jet, Joy, and then the camera goes super much lower to Jiggles.
Oh, it like goes a little lower, and then it's like
Looking
where's
forward to
the person, and then it like drops down.
Jiggles, who do we
that.
see here?
The camera eventually drops down to Jiggles. You see a blood red robe. Potentially, it is actually blood rather than blood red robe. Fully covering. Looks to be like a child's doll of some sort, maybe. There's two sort of ominous black eyes with the tiniest sort of red at the base of the sockets. The skin, if you can see it, or call it skin, is made up of like a hessian sack, sort of like a twine. But the robe's pulled right round. You can barely see anything. It just looks like a doll walking down the street, essentially, with a hood up.
But a large doll. I'm always surprised at the fact that puppets are small size, which means they're 3 feet tall. I mean, upwards around there, which is...
I like to think it's like those teddies you get at the carnival that are just stupidly oversized.
Yeah,
And you have to take it home. And
absolutely. So these are the 3 figures that we see walking down this dusty old town road. And the camera sort of pans around as we look at their destination. I've thrown up some images of the people in question here.
Nice,
These
yeah.
3. These were produced by Charlotte on Furry.
For Affinity.
Yes, thank you. That was
Furry Town.
Furry Town. I was trying to remember the link that she said I could use. I will post it later. We do have more artwork coming and updates as well from Charlotte. So yeah, yes, the art is super cool. Like it was awesome seeing it,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh wow, this is like a badass party when you look at this artwork. So badass.
Which so far we have not been particularly badass.
Well, no, we're about 5 episodes in and have yet to have a combat.
We are dressing for the jobs that we want, not the jobs that we have.
yeah. Fake it till you make it. Yeah.
Although I think it is. I mean, how many parties level up without going into combat? That's
I like it.
You know, pat
Yeah.
yourselves on the back for that. But we're heading towards there's a campfire in the distance, right as the sun goes below the horizon, and all of a sudden, that the whatever light was coming just disappears, and all that is left is the sole light of the campfire in the distance. We kind of zoom forward just a little bit, and we can see here, surrounded by the campfire, is a group of farmers and ranchers, a haggard, scarred, and scared looking people who very eagerly warm themselves by the fire in the frigid, cold spring air. But there's one person in this group who just stands out against the sort of brown, mute colors of these farming folk. And in particular, stands out because of their smaller stature. Vinny, who do we see here amongst these survivors?
So you see a gnome, 3 feet tall, and probably the first thing you notice when you look at her is she has just giant fluorescent pink hair that she wears up in a high ponytail that sort of spirals down in like a corkscrew curl. She's wearing protective overalls that are stained with chemicals over just like a plain work shirt, really heavy work gloves, and just giant work boots. And she's got a bandolier full of just like vials of chemicals and reagents and things. She's probably sort of cautiously moving around this assortment of farmers and ranchers, just trying to see who might be willing to answer some questions and who needs any help.
They all seem to be looking at you with trepidation. I think one in particular, who seems to be the sort of leader. He's quite buff. He's probably middle-aged. I would say sort of like a tawny, darker skin tone with these like big, like black-brown eyebrows that almost just barely knit together. There's like a few little hairs in the middle that kind of peacock out. He kind of rights his hat, checks his suspenders. Hey, you. Where did you come from?
Oh, sorry, I came from out of town. I heard about the falling star, and that was really near here, wasn't it?
He frowns at you. What is it you seek?
Oh, I'm just a bit of a scientist. Just knowledge, really. I want to know what happened here, what I can learn from it.
Can you go ahead and roll diplomacy?
Sure. Okay, it's a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
We are not an amusement attraction for you to come and entertain yourself and learn from our misfortune. He says.
Oh, I'm sorry if there were misfortunes. I don't really know much about it. I just got here. And I'm definitely not trying to amuse myself. Do you need any help? What's happened here?
He's like chewing on something and like spits some, it's probably like chewing tobacco or something, and spits it down, and then one of the other villagers says, "Hey, Felipe, there are more that are coming," and he looks down the road and we can see our 3 Champignons walking into the campfire. Felipe says, "More heroes here to gawk and badger us for information for their pursued glory."
This guy's been in a fantasy game before. Perfectly.
So yes, you see these 3 people come in, and you all see these farmers plus a pink-haired, gnomish, well-equipped woman.
Yet this one of these figures doesn't look the same. Maybe they might know something. Think we go nicey or stabby?
Nicey sounds good. Thank you.
I did not know that you were part of this conversation, Joyous.
The
Anyway,
part where it became stabbing the people we haven't met yet.
I look to Jiggles. I go, Jiggles, we do not have to resort to violence right away. We can be accommodating.
Of course, the campfire gets me riled up, and you see him. He was probably starting to cast, or they were probably starting to cast something, and they stop it.
The fire will not hurt you. Once I am there, I will stay between the fire and you.
Lead on, as you always do. I have your back, as always.
And she puts her hands behind her back, like inside her fur coat, so her hands kind of disappear. And she starts walking.
The gathered farmers and ranchers here, these people, there's probably about a dozen people. They all like eye you with trepidation and a very obvious fear in their eyes. And the head guy, who we know as Felipe, steps towards you and says, what is it you want here, huh?
Well, we were simply sent out on a quest to see what is going on down here. We heard of some falling star, and so we came to check it out, as people say.
He turns back around to you, Emma, and says, looks like you've got the competition here to they're also investigating the same thing. The four of you can camp far away from here. We want no likes of you here.
I wouldn't say competition, I would say new friends.
I look surprised at that and not really. It's a raised eyebrow, that's for sure.
Maybe she partakes of the chemicals.
Joyous steps forward and holds out his hand, used to dealing with shorter people. Says, it is a pleasure. I am Joyous. These are my companions, Jet and Jiggles. And you are?
Emma reaches out and shakes your hand. Oh, hi. I'm Emma Boomtower. I just got here myself. You're researching the same thing I am?
It would seem so.
Oh,
we recently parted ways with a fellow. If you are heading in the same direction and do not mind getting your hands a little dirty, we could use a fourth.
No, definitely not. Definitely don't mind.
Well, what say you then, Jiggles, Jet? We could use the extra sword. He looks over for a sword or weapon of some kind.
I have a dagger.
Ah,
we do not know this gnome.
well, we now have several daggers thanks to Jiggles' shopping habits, so that should be fine.
Are you vouching for this person, Joyce?
I have a good feeling. Besides, in these dark places, as many friends as one can get is always good.
I like that. Yeah.
On your head be it, I suppose. It's another how do you say, body fodder would be helpful in fact.
Do not mind Jiggles, he has a way of everything. But he means less harm than it seems.
He's definitely very interesting.
That is...
Sometimes being up there, the oxygen is a bit thinner. They go a bit, they talk rubbish. But it's nice to meet someone I don't have to look up to. So. Figuratively.
Always.
No,
Yeah,
literally,
Same,
not
same here.
Jet has just been like scanning Emma, just like absolutely trying to figure out if this person is competent in battle or no. But she just kind of nods with a raised eyebrow and just doesn't say much else. Is looking around.
I would ask, as we kind of watch, we see Jet scanning Emma. Emma, what is it about you that would, to a martial eye, sort of stand out as someone who has, faced has some experience in combat?
Well, let's see. That's a good question. Probably just the wear and tear to her armor, her overalls. There's some chemical splashes and things on it that suggests that she's pretty good with alchemy. She does have a dagger with her and a crossbow as well. Probably doesn't look like it's seen very much use, but yeah, something about her probably would suggest that she's kind of new to this, but definitely eager to make a good impression.
And experienced in alchemy.
Yes, very experienced in alchemy.
Got it. So I think that Jet would just kind of like take a few steps closer and just look and go, I used to have a friend who was in the alchemy business, if you would call it that, of course.
Yes.
We can imagine how they ended.
Usually with an explosion.
Oh, and an explosion it was.
Can't help but feel like good cop, bad cop, insane cop is going on right now.
But who's
Truly. Jet is the insane one. Absolutely. Going absolutely berserk. So there's other people here. This guy, this leader, he wasn't really nice, was he?
Felipe.
The rest of the group. So, real quick, what is everyone's perception bonuses? I don't know. I'm sure those have changed a little bit, but I will rewrite it here.
They have? I don't think.
Don't forget,
think
it's
it's
not
still-
under skills. It is on a
yeah.
separate part of the.
I think it's still +5. Or maybe I did something wrong while leveling, but
I
It
got
should,
+5.
it should be plus one more.
oh, then it's +6.
It's
I don't
because-
know why I didn't add that. Maybe I forgot.
Because almost everything gets a +1 from your proficiency bonus. Always gets 1 for every level.
So even your strength and your dex and your con and stuff, or
Whatever you have that has a proficiency bonus. So
Got
your
it.
acrobatics skill has if you're trained in it, will have a proficiency bonus, which will be, if you're trained, it's a +2 plus your level.
+4 for jiggles.
I guess I just didn't do all this. This is embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
No. I mean, we're all pretty new. Yeah, Jiggles +4.
+5 for Emma.
So +6 for Jet then, I guess.
Okay, and +6 for Joy as well.
No, +5.
Even with
Oh.
the proficiency bonus increase?
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
+6.
Pathfinder is hard.
It's a new edition,
Took me a
and
while.
And also we're new to it, so it's
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that's our first level up, you know.
yeah,
Yay.
exactly. Yay.
But once you get it, second edition is way easier than first. edition.
Probably.
It's harder
I
than
did my
fifth.
first shake, so.
Yeah.
Where's my second shake? I didn't level last time.
So, need some good. Let's see, what's this sound like? It's okay.
Sounds like something bad's gonna happen. That's what it sounds like.
Actually, can I just have Joy ask Emma, if I might ask, how did you come across this information, this quest?
Oh, I saw the star in the sky and studying it for a while, and then heard that it fell, and I've just been following the trail, asking questions. It all led me here.
Huh. So a personal interest.
Yes, scientific curiosity.
I will
too are
say-
on a mission of scientific curiosity.
Jet and Joy. As you look around, you can see these people are wide-eyed, and the way that they're looking at you is clear that they are distrusting of travelers, of anyone, of strangers to the region. Felipe, the head guy, he's definitely looking at you with scorn, like definitely like sticking his chest out, shoulders back, trying very much to
Oh god.
give the sort
It's
of
worse that we haven't noticed he's there doing it. And we're like, oh,
Yeah, he's strutting like a peacock. And we're
it's
like,
kind of behind.
Oh, you've all noticed that he's just like, very much giving off this vibe, like, yeah, just try and mess with us. And he's got like a hammer in his belt, with his hand on the hilt of it.
are any of them injured? The people around the farm, visibly injured or just mentally?
They look. Do you have a? Why don't you go ahead and roll medicine for me? Because I'm curious how much a puppet can recognize sort of humanoid mortal physiology.
I can't help but think Jiggles likes knowing
9.
about humanoid mortal physiology.
A 9 total.
Oof.
They look lean. Probably you would guess hungry because you've seen a lot of hungry people in Isarn. But you don't see any noticeable wounds or marks on them.
Interesting.
Bless you.
Isn't tight.
Oh well, the video went
Oh.
blurry.
That's some sneeze.
There it is. Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, go on you.
God. So does anyone look injured to me? I mean,
Sorry, what?
does anyone look injured to me? A human? Can I see like what's going
No,
on?
no one looks injured.
Okay.
They look dirty, tired, and hungry.
Got it. Okay. Then yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Can I turn to sorry, what's the main? Actually, I haven't asked his name. This guy. I turn to him and say, "I'm sorry. You seem to be in charge. If you don't mind me saying, you have the air."
That's right. I am Felipe. I worked as a cowhand on a ranch near Pickering Road. And, it is up to me to make sure that this last group of survivors makes it back to Saddleworth.
We just came from Saddleworth. You will be quite safe there, I hope. You must forgive us. We are not from this town. We mean no disrespect.
We can tell.
We still mean no disrespect. But if there's anything we can do to help you and your people on our way through, it would be a pleasure.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Sure. Oh, that's actually one.
Don't forget to roll and roll 20. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Keeping you honest. No, I mean,
Yep,
I
yep, yep.
would have trusted you anyway.
Cool. Still should put my roll 20 sheet in there. That's fine.
I've almost always typed it in. Almost always.
That's not one.
oh
Or
no!
7. Like I said
You roll
already,
20.
you all should make camp over there. And he points to like a place like, a good several meters away from the campsite. We will not bother you, and you do not bother us, huh?
Understandable. That is quite fine by us. If I may, and I want to give him a little of my rations or something.
We do not need your pity.
Oh, this is not pity. This is payment. When you return to Saddleworth, if you could let, damn it, I forgot the name of the if you could let the full Saddleback know that we are quite all right, we will consider our debt paid.
He crosses his arms. If anyone asks for you, I may tell them that we saw annoying, bothersome travelers on the road.
But also attractive. Do not forget the attractive part. Everything else, fair play.
Narcissistic as well.
I glance at Jet. Also. But we will not be in your way. We will take our leave over here. Thank you for your time.
And he kind of does a little
doesn't even flinch, just stares at him.
Does a little get out of here, yeah.
Is he all right? He seems to. I don't know. Seems to have a problem with his muscles.
He is. I walk away from him, so he is posturing. But it is fine. These times, people need to see strength in a leader, so I do not mind. But we should make camp just to start. We must.
Did they want your food?
He didn't give it back.
He didn't take it.
Oh, he didn't take it.
He crossed his arms and was like, no.
Oh, then no, and I got a free favor.
Maybe and Jiggles rustles around inside their cloak and pulls out a bar of soap. I have this. I don't know why I have this. No use to me.
You've definitely never used it.
Should I offer it to them?
I do not think that would be a good idea, Jiggles.
Oh, but they clearly need it. Just, some more than I do.
Perhaps we will meet people who are more inclined to bathe without unfortunate repercussions.
Okay, yes. Okay, well, if I got tired, I'd be tired. I'm not just bored. Are we camping? Are we pushing on?
Well, around what time is it in the day?
The sun has set, so we're gonna call it 5:30. It's still early spring, so the sun's not staying up too late.
I think I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't know if it is okay for you guys, but early to bed, early to rise, you say. I would rather make this journey in the light.
Yes, well, it's no difference to me, as I've said before.
You will watch us while we sleep, I remember.
I would, yeah, especially.
It is still very creepy, Jiggles.
Maybe people will be more inclined to talk to us after they've had some rest.
True.
Sure. Yes, well.
As long as we know that we are no threat.
Well, I guess I will. I'll take watch while you can talk. Just chitty chatter. That thing you do with your lips where you pretend that you like each other, and and Jiggles just wanders off to a
Jiggles who doesn't have lips.
Yeah.
And thus does not have to pretend.
That's right. Your mouth is just always this open black hole, or?
Apart from when he's casting something fearful. Jet, could you do the honors? And he points to a tree that's high to him to offer to look out.
She picks him up and reaches high enough-ish. Well, if you can't reach high enough, then she'll jump or throw him. Somehow he gets up there, I guess.
High enough to place him into the lowest branches, and then
Yeah.
you can clamber
Yeah.
up easy peasy.
I'd like to think that they're in a position where they can watch the camp of the farmers and the other people and our companions as well. So.
I'm gonna lie, I kind of want to see Jet toss Jiggles into a tree. No
Get him up
problem.
there.
Okay, so we make camp. It's a. Is there anything we want to do, or should we just skip to the morning?
I'm cool to skip if you guys are.
Yeah. There's nothing I really want to do. Do I? Wait. Because we have a new person.
That's true.
I think Jet would wait until Emma is asleep.
Gasp.
And I mean, not to do anything, just to like keep an eye on her until she's asleep, and then she will go to sleep.
Okay.
I think Emma would probably stay awake for a little while and maybe try to make some elixirs or something to give to the farmers in the morning. You know, to heal them up if anyone's injured, just as a friendly gesture.
Okay.
And Jet is watching you do that with a hawk's eye.
Boris has gone dead to sleep.
Yeah, of course he has.
I'll say, oh, hello. Any questions? Do you want to help?
No,
Yes. Oh,
no.
you seemed interested in what I'm doing.
Interested is a big word.
You said you had a friend who was an alchemist.
Yes.
Have you ever tried any alchemy yourself?
No. No.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to help, I can explain some of the steps to you. Or if you just want to watch what I'm doing, that's okay too.
I think I'll pass on the class for now.
Okay.
I'll just watch.
Okay. And Emma just carries on, not uncomfortable about this at all.
Just Jiggles and Jet just
This is
watching
normal.
her do stuff.
Just staring daggers.
I'd like to think the last thing Jet does before she decides to sleep is look up at Jiggles, and he's just like toying with a little dagger in his hand, and just he shakes her head and he puts it away.
Mhm. Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Morning comes without any big fanfare. Nothing happens in the night. You all sleep, or keep watch rather peacefully, calmly. In the morning, you note that the farmers and ranchers, the survivors, are packing up pretty quickly and getting ready to head out. By the time you all are sort of up and about, you can tell that they're like loading up the last of their stuff.
Okay.
Joffrey wakes up first as he was like just crashed out, and I think he's going to make some time to like tidy up around camp, but while watching the contingent farmers, just see if they seem okay about us. They seem like less intimidated.
They're still watching you, but they definitely seem a little more. They're not as worried about you now that like they've gone through the night without any sort of happenings, and they're very much focused on beginning their journey back to Saddleworth.
Emma will approach the leader with her little armload of bottles of elixirs.
What is this? You wish to poison us with your
Medicine.
medicine?
Yes. I didn't get to talk to you very much last night, so I don't know if any of you are injured, but you can take these if you'd like, and you can give them to anyone who might need them.
That is quite generous of you.
I don't mind.
You can see that, like, he in the morning light, he looks younger than he did last night in the twilight firelight. Less world weary, less jaded, and more worried and naive. How old are you, Emma? I recognize one shouldn't ask a lady.
In the low hundreds.
Okay, so you've seen. I mean, you're looking at like a 20-something, late 20s, at most human. That like in the daylight, you can sense his youthful, not innocence, but inexperience.
Sorry, what is late hundreds like in human terms? For
Gnomes, I read, usually live to about 400 before the
oh,
starts. So she's pretty young herself.
Okay.
That's
Gnome
interesting.
terms.
I still imagine though that for like elves and dwarves and gnomes, that even though like they're like 20-something in their culture, they still look at like a 20-year-old human and be like, "What the fuck?"
this is a baby.
Yeah.
You're a small child.
Who gave this
Aw.
child a dagger? Well, thank you. That is. Yes, we are okay for now, but we still have yet a full day's travel ahead of us. Something could happen.
Well, if you need anything else before you leave, don't hesitate to tell me. I'm happy to help.
Louis, thank you. And he kind of like takes the bundle and goes over to an older looking woman, might be his mother actually, who sort of nods, and she holds her apron open as he like pours the bottles in, and they begin looking over them at these two humans. About 30 minutes later, as they're like heading, as like the wagons have started to move on and your camp is pretty much bundled up, Felipe comes over to the four of you again, followed by the motherly figure, his mother. Thank you for your kind gift. It was not necessary, and he looks back at his mom, who nods. I apologize for my brusque behavior last night. You must understand, we have been through much in the last few weeks.
Yes, that's okay. I understand. You do seem to have been through a lot, so I'm happy to help you.
I think Joy like leans over and goes, he got told off by his mother. I've been there.
If you don't mind my asking, what exactly are you running away from?
We are the last of the people that were living in the region of Pickering Road. As far as we know, those who were living in town are gone, dead or fled. The few farms and ranches in the outskirts were able to withstand most of the. And his face like kind of stops for him, went, whatever it was. The blast.
Oh, blast.
Now the village is burnt out to ruins, nothing but. And entire fields of the dead would rise up from the ash and mud left behind, grasping for flesh.
This is new information. If I may, the blast was it red?
He like he's like shaking a little bit as he nods.
Then, if we are on the same page, perhaps we may even be able to help you in the long run. It is this red blast that we seek.
Yes, my mother suggested as much. But perhaps you could help us.
A wise woman, and he bows to the mother.
She just like crosses her arms and nods with her eyes half closed.
You are lucky to seek her counsel. But yes, we will try to help.
Even we try to stay on our land for as long as possible, but the fields have become barren and burnt, and even hunting for animals, the wild animals of the region have become horribly misshapen, deformed, infected or corrupted by something, whatever is making the dead rise. And they are vicious, much more aggressive than they've ever been before.
If there is any information that you can give us that could aid us, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I hope that now we are of an accord. Anything could be life or death.
Stay away from Pickering Road. I don't know what you plan to do there, but there is nothing left. There is nothing left, and there is nothing you can do to save it. Turn back, come back to Saddleworth with us now, and save yourselves.
Well, when I say nothing, perhaps I was speaking too quickly. We have a job to do, and where is my accent going? I don't know what's going on. We have a job to do, and we intend to do it. And we will be well. We are equipped for this kind of thing.
Then keep your guard about you. Not only the dead or the animals you must watch out for, but the skies. The weather will change. The drop of a hat. From lightning to mud to rain that burns when it falls.
This is the main thing people have been talking about. Emma, actually, are Jen Jiggles with us as well?
Everyone's there. Yeah, he's come to your camp.
Oh, great, cool. Jen Jiggles, we have heard of this strange weather. That is at least the one thing we know for certain to be careful of.
It's true. Well, as I said, you clear away the bluster. There does seem to be a few facts that coming through. There's been several mentions of dead, the rain. There's always truth even in the tallest of tales.
And we will keep our guard. Thank you, Philippe. Does anybody else want to ask me anything?
Philip, if I killed you now, would you rise, do you think?
Oh, wow. My friend has a sense of humor.
It's just a hypothesis. It doesn't have to
I'm
be you.
sure
I can kill that one or that one.
No, what I'm sure that he means is the radius of the effect. You mentioned the dead were rising.
Is that not obvious? That's what I said.
Right, no, that is definitely what you meant, I am sure, my friend.
I'm gonna ask Jiggles and Joy to make an occult check, but first I'd like Joy to make an occult check as an aid check. The diplomacy is we understand that Jiggles is a demonic sorcerer puppet that's been wished alive by the ghosts of those executed by final blades. It's creepy. Everyone gets it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 25.
25. Okay, so you're gonna get plus 2 on this, Joy. Jiggles for your occult check.
Okay, so that's 19 plus 2 is 21.
21.
Nice.
Okay, so your answer is going to come in the form of his response. Well, no. I do not believe that I would rise. Not yet. So we passed a farm down the road. We did a quick look to see if there were any survivors left. And inside the farmhouse were zombies. But these zombies were covered in the flowering yellow bloom. A plant that I had never seen before in this region. I do not know much of magic or science, but no. If you killed me now where I stand, I do not think I would rise as an undead.
I see. It is good to know. It is easier to ask these things sometimes. No offense is post.
He nods. His mother sort of like taps it, like puts her hand on his shoulder and says, "We must go now, but I wish you the best of luck. May Desna watch over your travels."
And also you. Bows again.
Bye. Stay safe.
Waving.
He offers you a hesitant smile, Emma, and then like nods to the rest of the group as he and his mother sort of quickly stride to catch up with their companions.
Well, they were nice.
You were.
Are we all packed? We should, if things are as bad as they sound, we should make our way sooner than later.
Have any of you ever heard of blooming yellow flowers on dead things? It's new to me.
No, this is outside my purview personally. We could have asked the herbalist back at the village, but too late.
I will ask anyone who wants to with this knowledge can roll nature.
I
Well,
don't have any stats in nature. Can we roll anyway?
You can roll untrained.
Okay, cool.
untrained 12.
Untrained 10.
And Emma and Jet as well can roll this if you like.
I've got 19.
19, okay. Emma, as soon as you hear about this, you recognize it. Yeah, there are undead, of course, that can be raised through supernatural means. Jet with her 5.
Yeah, she doesn't care either, really.
Flowers.
You recognize the sort of yellow flowering covering the undead as something that comes from a yellow musk creeper. A plant that their tendrils will bore into the brain of a corpse, and very quickly take over its body and animate it. These are not undead. Of course, the farmers and ranchers would think that, but these corpses have become plant-like creatures.
Oh.
I
What
very,
is that?
very excitedly share this with the rest of the group.
You sound very excited about this terrifying sounding plant life.
It's not good, but it's interesting,
Yeah.
and it's not zombies, so, yay!
I will tell you this. What did you get? 20...
Who, me?
No, Emma, what was your total?
15?
19.
No, 19.
19. Okay, so I will give you 2 pieces of information. One, if a thrall strikes a creature, they are then exposed to yellow musk creeper pollen.
Oof.
It won't take them over, but it will affect them,
Yeah.
making more easily for them to become infected with the yellow musk stuff. The second piece I will give you is that when the creeper is constantly reaching out, trying to spread its infection. So these thralls, when you meet them, if you're very close to them, tendrils will come out of the corpse and try to grab onto you.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's not great.
Can I say, as a player, I have personal experience with this. My first D&D character died to this plant. She became a yellow musk creeper.
Oh, wow.
It's full
And
circle.
then the party was just like, we gotta take her head off. I'm sorry, like we gotta take her head off. We can't have a elf paladin. We can't fight that. We gotta go.
Mm-mm.
So she had to go. She had to go, sadly. But that is so full circle. That's amazing. I love it.
I will also tell you,
Very
Emma,
excited.
because it's plant, they are immune to mental stuff, and they are weak to fire.
Okay.
That's
And
crazy.
this
It's
effect,
fucking someone else who's weak to fire.
this effect that they have, is it like a poison or like a mutagen? Or...
The pollen.
Mhm.
It. Just says pollen. I'm gonna say it's like a. I'm gonna say it's like a poison. Yeah.
Lovely.
So, Emma, you seem to know a lot about these flowers. I have skills, spells that damages a non-living undead. Would they be effective, or?
Oh, I wouldn't think so, because they're not really undead. They've just had their minds taken over by the flowers, by the creeper.
Well, okay then. How far away are the farmers and the carts?
They referenced that it was in their previous day of travel, and you have at least one more full day of travel before you hit Pickering Road. So you will come upon this farm they mentioned.
Okay. Maybe I need to rethink my approach. Thank you for your help.
I've just realized for my my second lore, I did take botany, so
Aha! Even better.
all right. Yeah. So we know that they are their effect is like a poison, and we know that they're weak to fire. And I've got stuff for both of those things, so I think we'll be okay.
She said she is already making herself useful. You get used to her. But come, we should walk and talk. Yes.
Okay. At about midday, the sun is high, but dark clouds are quickly moving in. There are my dice. It is very obvious that some form of weather is moving in to your general direction. And right as these clouds seem to be bearing down upon you, you turn a corner here in the path and spy what is an old farmhouse. Not old. Let me just read the description text. As you can see upon the approach to this once sprawling farmstead, pleasant fences and hedges adorned the roadway with a flowered and welcoming courtyard for greeting others, with many benches, comfortable chairs, lovely fruit trees, and a generous well. Beyond was a large farmhouse and barn, with several smaller buildings for animals and guests. A cheerful sign formally reads, Feckle's Farm. Be welcome. Now, only a burned-out husk of a building remains, Its once proud roof is gutted and broken with a gaping hole through the middle. Smoke rises from the ruins of the barn and the adjacent buildings. The mighty fruit trees that adorn the courtyard are nothing but matchsticks and cinder. All the remains of the flower beds are bubbling pools of steaming mud. The sign now reads, Fek Iwi, and lays among the rubble. Bedding and blankets are strewn out windows and into the mud. Long trails of detritus remain in all directions from looting and the wind.
This place has definitely seen better days. We should be on guard. Were we not warned about these flower creatures here?
Yes, he did say that he looked into the farmhouse and saw them there, so I don't know if they would still be here.
Regardless, caution is probably our best friend at this point. Are there any windows or anything we can maybe try and spy through?
Yes. I would ask, however, that you roll stealth checks while doing so.
That's fair.
All of us, or just the people?
Whoever is going to do some spying.
That's 11.
Stealth? Okay. Sure. 1d20. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Plus 8, by the way, so that's 28.
Nice.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me, I'm just invisible. That's fine.
Jet, perhaps you could... Jet?
So the two of you are moving up to the sides of the house to look in.
Yeah. We.
20 what for Jet?
28.
28 and a 11 for Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourselves.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we can move ourselves.
Can you?
No, I mean, I was just surprised. Oh, we can move ourselves.
Yeah, that is surprising to me. Wait, hold on. Okay.
Really? What kind of GMs are you playing with on Roll20?
No, not that. I just was like, we haven't moved ourselves in like so long that I was like, oh, I get to move myself.
No, you're taking a 5-foot step. I'm going to make you do it.
I think I'll go like around this side. See if I can peek in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess if I can make sure I can still see Jet, so I can signal her if I see anything, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
About there then for me.
Yeah, I'll go over here.
I think it's not hard. Jet, as soon as you come around here, you can see through the burned husk of the building, and you spot several lumbering corpses with the same yellow flowers as was described. You also spot them as they all sort of like turn in the general direction of Joy, and begin slowly moving towards him. Joy, you too, as soon as you kind of like come around and you stretch your neck to get a look in, you can see these people. They are they're very much dressed like in a similar manner to the farmers that you saw before. Hold on. Yes, yeah. Like one's even wearing like a small hat that has like a flower that's a vine that's come up around the edge, and a yellow flower that's like sitting on the side, very open.
Charming yet terrifying.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative with that.
If this was like a more futuristic kind of game, I think it was Jet's duty to say like something like, "Joyous, watch out! There's Charlie everywhere." Get out of there.
With my 11, Joyce goes, "What?"
So I will take your stealths as your initiative checks, if that's okay. So what I need, I need Jiggles and Emma. Go ahead and click your token, and when you do, you'll see a button in the top left that says Initiative.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that, and roll a. You can use stealth if you like, Jiggles, but you could also use perception.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
And also, don't forget to click your token. Richard.
Yeah, I clicked it, and then top left it just says 20, the red circle, which is my health, isn't it?
No, top left of the browser.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Rolls a 0.
What?
Well, you gotta
Damn.
put something in it. Your bonus or whatever. I'll just give you the 12
She
for
was
your
freezing
stealth.
in time.
And I need to roll initiatives for everyone else.
How many? Oh god, I'm so close. I need to get the fuck out of
Luckily,
they can't even see
none
you,
of them
okay.
have spotted you.
Yeah.
here.
And this one other one, who actually is large.
Arge.
Oh no.
Okay. Initiative. First combat, halfway through the season.
Right.
All right.
Jet, why don't you take us away?
So, how much movement do I have again? Oh god. Hold on. I have to put this over here. There. There we go. Movement. Speed, 25 feet. Got it. So okay. If I move, so 5, 10, 15. If I move, do I have to go around the fence? I guess so.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a way to hide behind this fence, so but I can still see them. I have to maybe like go over here or like.
You reckon get around
wait,
behind
wait,
them,
wait.
like around back here? Because again, they haven't seen you.
They haven't.
That's true, but I only have a ranged weapon. I can't be up close like that.
No, but if they're coming towards Joyous, then they'll be moving away from your position.
I guess so.
I'll say, yeah, there's a window here that will give you a spot.
There is? Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Are these like high trees or are they like...
As you come around, you can see that like the back part of this building, which is a barn, that kind of opens up. You can see the like trees and vines have grown over it.
Got it. Interesting. Okay. Because here's the thing, I have this skill feat called Terrain Stalker these days.
These days.
While undetected by all non-allies in that type of terrain, you can sneak without attempting a stealth check.
Cool.
As long as you move no more than 5 feet and do not move within 10 feet of an enemy at any
Okay.
point during the movement.
So yeah,
It's
just
underbrush, though. So that's, I think,
I'd count that as underbrushy.
lovely. Okay. So I will move over here then. Maybe back a little bit, just so I can like see inside the window.
Okay. Yeah, you can see these two in a clear line.
Lovely. Okay. I will try to get this party started then. Okay. Slash R, 1d20 plus 10.
Okay. Plus 10.
Oh, God.
What is it? Call it out for the group, for the audience.
It's a 13, everyone.
13. Luckily, the creature is flat-footed because it does not detect you, and it hits.
Yes. Okay. Okay, what is the one shot, one kill thing again?
One shot, one kill.
My first shot is the deadliest. Interact, draw a firearm, and then your first turn, your first strike with that weapon deals an additional 1d6 precision damage.
The first shot is the deadliest.
Yup. So I do 1d8 plus 1d6. 1d8 plus 1. Slash R. 1d. Oh my god! That's a 1, everyone at home. 1d6. Well, it's 2 damage because it's 1d8 plus 1. And then 1d6 plus 1, so 4 damage. So 6 damage in total.
Okay. The bullet, there's a loud bang as the bullet shoots straight through the torso and out the other side. We can see like plant matter just lie out onto the floor as it, reels back from the shot. You have one action left.
One action left.
Move. Reload.
Yeah, I will do my covered reload thing. Well, I guess I don't really need to seek cover. They're not gonna shoot at me. At least I don't fucking think so.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hope not. Hold on. I'll save that for later. I'll just reload.
Okay.
I won't do a covered reload. I'll just reload.
Okay, keeping track of your ammo. We come to Emma Boomtower.
All right. Sorry, trying to find the right window.
How much ammo do I have?
I think I'll move just over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use the quick alchemy action to prepare an alchemist's fire bomb.
Okay, that's your second action.
Yes.
And your third action.
I don't think I'm close enough to actually throw it at any of them.
What's the range on it?
It doesn't actually say.
Let me double check. Oh, chemical bombs. It's gotta be, damn it, PF2E throw bomb.
Each square is 5 foot, right?
It's a 20 feet increment. So they are a little bit out of range, but you will take a penalty for being out of the range. And yes, Joy, it is 5 feet for each square.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So whichever one is the closest, I want to throw the bomb at that one.
Okay, so it'll be a -2 to your attack for your
Okay.
third action.
All right. And that is that's with my dexterity, right?
It'll be with I think I want to
got so many notes here, but it doesn't say.
I want to say strength, but hold on, I think I have your character sheet. No, I don't see it here. Bombs are martial thrown weapons. You make a weapon attack roll against the target's AC as you would for any other weapon. Let's use Dex for now.
Okay. So
It's
the
a
minus
thrown
2
weapon.
cancels that out, so it's just going to be a d20 roll. Oh, 9.
9. That does not hit. Does this weapon have splash?
It does. Yes. So 1 fire splash damage. I believe
Okay.
that's in a 5-foot radius.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see where it lands, much like a grenade. Starting from the top left, 1, 2, 3, and then going in clockwise 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna land right here in between 3 of them.
Nice.
So they'll at least all take, what is it, 1 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Which means they all take 6 fire
Ooh.
damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, we see...
Well, they're really weak to fire.
Yeah. We see... actually, go ahead and describe your attack as one of them dies.
Oh wow. So the bomb would land and shatter at its feet, with alchemical fire bursting up from it and just engulfing it immediately.
Nice. And that was your third action. Jiggles.
Jiggles is going to move up slightly towards this well. Up to sort of there. Just need to measure how far I am. Yep, and I am going to cast Forbidding Ward. You ward an ally against attacks and hostile spells from target enemy. The target enemy gains +1 to armor class. Who I'm doing on Joyous versus the big bad, the top one.
The brutish. Describe your spell. What does it look like?
You see Jiggles pull forward and he chips up a little bit of blood off of his cloak and sort of rubs it in his hand, and you hear sort of a voice emanating from him, and then it's just sort of mist, sort of like fairy fire, sort of forms around Joyous and sort of settles on him.
Okay.
What color is it? It's precious red.
Purple.
Wow. Is it purple? Oh, it's not blood red. That's actually nice.
No.
But the purple is of the abyss.
Oh, damn it.
Battle of the Dead.
Okay,
You
so
gain +1 against any attacks that the big dude does.
for the next round.
Oh, I didn't look at that. 1 minute.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
damn.
Beautiful.
1 minute
Yeah.
or until the next attack.
Just says 1 minute.
Very nice. Okay, great. So the big brute begins like moving through the house. Although I can't imagine that they make any noises. 5, 10, 15.
Probably like the creaking of plant roots moving fast.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And continues to move again for its second action
Oh no.
and like steps
Uh-oh.
out. It doesn't get a third action. These things are slowed. So they only have 2 actions.
How lovely.
Yeah.
But as it stops next to you, you can see the tendrils grasping out from like holes in its corpse as it moves, as it reaches out to try and grab you. Make a reflex save, Joyous.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. Okay.
Seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Stop it. Oh my god, X card.
Oh no.
No.
I'm sorry I had to do it. I'm
If
sorry.
this were a
I'm
private
sorry.
stream game, okay, but we're on
I'm
stream.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
No,
Sorry.
it'll still make it into the podcast.
26.
26. Okay, that is that's a critical save. You got 10 over the save, so you very much avoid it and are not grabbed.
Yeah, no. Joyce has also seen the hentai, knows it's going.
Thank God.
Mhm. Okay, so we go to one of the other thralls who is greatly damaged, and will begin like moving through the barn and then into the house and just through the kind of ruins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 second action, 5, 10, 15. And again, Joy, make a reflex save.
That's 23.
23, great. You are.
He does not want to get touched by anything. He's ducking and diving.
No.
Absolutely not. Joy, it is your turn.
Joy is going to take 2 steps back.
Okay, they
And-
will. I'll just let you know that could provoke attacks of opportunity. Oh,
Oh, that's
hold,
right. My
I
bad.
will
In
say,
that case-
okay, but second edition, it can provoke attacks of opportunity, but not everyone gets attacks of opportunity in second edition,
Oh,
and these things don't. So you are able to stride out with no worries.
all right. In that
You
case, he
all
does just that.
also don't have attacks of opportunity.
Oh, really?
Hmm
Huh. Well, having stepped back, he's going to cast. Oh, I just had it on my sheet.
And you
Burning
can
Hands.
move even further as a part of your stride, up to your full
I need
speed.
to. I need to be within 15 feet so I can get them.
Got
the
it,
burning
got it,
hands.
got
Should I do? Oh wait, hang on. Can I do burning hands first, then move?
Either you have 3 actions.
Oh, of course. Then yeah, then I cast burning hands. It's 15-foot cone
Okay.
from my hands, so I can get them both. I think.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Just because of the way.
That sounds nice.
No, I mean like it's because it normally. I think you're fine. It gets weird with the grids. You have to like map it. But yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Well, it is. They're gonna do a saving throw, basically for throw, and then they'll take 2d6.
So they will make a save first.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the big one. A 5.
Oh
What's the DC on it?
no, it's 15.
15. So that is a critical failure because it's 10 below. Which means there's extra effects usually.
Sweet.
And then the other one is going to roll a 9, which is the regular failure.
Which one got the critical?
The brute got the critical failure.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Let's go.
I'm gonna do my damage.
Yeah, it'll take double damage.
Sweet.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh, that's 7.
So it'll take 14 plus an extra 10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
This thing lights up, and you can almost hear the plant like screaming almost.
Yeah.
What's
if you
that?
step 5 points, the air escapes and it sounds like screaming sometimes.
24 points of damage, and the other one takes half, 3 plus another 5. Describe your kill.
Oh, yeah, so Joyce is just like ducking and dodging these vines, and as he gets like down low, just having ducked another one, he just like aims both hands up and just blasts through these guys with fire.
Damn, you've got 2 actions left.
And then he
Well, hold on.
he
How
gets the
many-
hell out of there.
How many components does the Burning Hands have?
I think it takes up 2. It's 2.
Yeah, verbal and somatic, so that's 2 actions.
Yeah. So I got 1, so I'm just gonna get the hell out of there.
Hell yeah.
Very
There you go.
nice. All right, we've got some more thralls here that are slowly making their way out. 25. Then it's going to move again as it starts heading down. 5, 10,
With
15,
Jiggles a appreciative nod.
20, 25, and it's going to stop right next to Emma. Emma, make a reflex save as its tendrils reach
no.
out to grab you.
Ten.
You are grabbed by these.
no.
That means you are flat-footed, your AC goes down by 2, and you are immobilized. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, so grabbing any of your potions or whatever, you have to at least, make a roll a d20 and get a 5 before to even see if you can do it.
Okay, wow.
So these tendrils have grabbed onto you and have almost lifted up your small gnomish frame off the ground.
Ugh.
Ah! Ah!
And we got one more thrall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 as it comes out through the front door. And it's going to move again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to stop there. These things only have 2 actions. They're very slow. Round 2, Jet.
I see my new friend getting picked up by
Comrade. Traveling
comrade.
companion.
Friend
A
is good.
one. Yeah. I'm standing behind some boxes. I don't like that. I'll move right over there. I mean, if I can see the plant, then I will absolutely try and go for them.
Yeah, the boxes aren't that big. They're about 5 feet high.
How lovely. Which are 1d20 plus 10.
That
21.
hits.
All right. So 1 second here. Okay. 1d8. 1d8 plus 1. No. Plus 8 damage.
Ooh. This bullet goes and lodges itself straight into its shoulder, and it rocks back, almost pulling Emma with it in its tendrils.
Lovely.
Very, very severely damaging it.
There's this thing. My weapon is concussive.
That was the extra damage. That's
Got
plus
it.
1.
Okay. Oh yes, true. Is that it? I mean, that's one action that I did. No,
Shoot.
I moved. I shot.
Mhm. One more action.
One more action. Okay. One more action.
It's hard sometimes.
I think I'll just do another reload.
Perfect.
Yeah, safe.
Emma, you are grabbed. You can try to attack if you want. You can also try to escape. Do the escape action, which takes 1 action. And you can roll. You attempt to check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect. Or you can use acrobatics or athletics. But it still counts as an attack. So future attacks that you make in this turn will take the penalties that iterative attacks usually do.
Okay. So I could try to escape with a d20 plus my acrobatics, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13 versus this thrall is not enough.
Oh.
So you could try again, but you'll get a -5 to the check because of the iterative attack penalties.
Could I attempt to go for my dagger and try to slash at it?
You definitely can, but the attack will also take a -5 on it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would still be. Yeah. No, I'll try the escape. Let's try the escape.
Okay. Just trying to slip free of these tendrils. Damn it, Inez.
What?
Oh, 20!
Your comment from earlier is now on my mind. You're easily able, like on the second attempt, you find can pull it apart and just slide right through, and your feet with your toes were just kind of like scraping the dirt. Now find purchase, and you have a third action left.
Okay. For my third action, I will attempt to hit with my dagger, since I don't think I have enough time to throw a bomb this turn.
So that'll be -10 on this because it's your third attack action.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or if a dagger is agile, it'll be minus like 9.
Could I just move away from it instead?
Yes, you can make your full stride, your full speed, because it will not provoke from these guys, from these
Okay.
things.
Okay.
A little combat demo for those who are new to Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
The 3 moves thing is really interesting.
It changes things, and that's why I like with 2nd Edition. I'm almost always wanting to play it on a grid because it feels a lot more tactically minded.
That's probably the 3.5 D&D 3.5 like stuff going through.
That's where I started, you know. Can't help it. Okay. Emma runs over to Jiggles, whose turn it is now.
As Emma runs past Jiggles, Jiggles reaches into their cloak and pulls out the sugar bottle that they collected earlier, which is filled with the alchemical grease. Each pot of this goo has enough to cover 1 medium creature or 2 small creatures. If you coat yourself in this alchemical grease, you gain +5 to escape artist checks, combat maneuvers checks made to escape or grapple for 4 hours.
We're gonna oil up.
We're gonna lube up.
Oh,
I don't know how many actions that takes though to do Jiggles and Emma.
You're
I've
put
dropped the other thing as well. The forbidding ward.
We'll say one action to like pull it out. Second action to apply it. And then
And another action to apply it to someone else.
how many? Yeah, and then the forbidding ward, the sustain, because you do need to spend an action to sustain it to concentrate. That'll drop. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
it'd
okay.
just be like try to avoid the grabby things. But you get +5 against any checks now. Grappling.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Let's go to Big Yellow Brute as it begins. Can't really do my regular zombie noises for these things.
They're alive, right? They're just being controlled by these things. They're not, or are they manipulating their bodies?
They're corpses that are
Okay,
being
gotcha.
manipulated.
Right, that's a zombie thing. Then you can do that.
But there's not that. I guess maybe, yeah.
See, I'd say sort of creaking vines and moving
Yeah.
plants and sort of.
You could say they're like I don't know. If you want to get gross, you can be like they're manipulating their lungs just to make noise.
I suppose. 20. I can't move again. Oh,
Oh,
but
darn.
I think I have reach.
Oh,
Double check. The big brute.
No.
God.
I have reached 10 feet. Is that enough?
Wow.
Yes, it is. So from across the well, it just
Great.
raises a fist and goes to pull punch, Nemesis style on you. This is going to go against your AC. 19 versus your AC.
Yep, that hits.
It's going to do 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Okay.
Plus, very much like the Nemesis, it triggers a push. So this is going to go against, double checking how to use push. And this is going to go into your Fortitude DC, as it's going to make an athletics check to push you 5 feet. So your Fortitude bonus
Yep,
plus
I see.
10.
Okay.
Which is?
Oh, 17.
Okay, so... Oop, I was trying to roll it in Twitch. See, I have 3 monitors now, and I'm like, oh, let me just roll it wherever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you dig your heels in as it pushes. You take that damage. Don't forget to subtract it from your health bar.
Yep.
But you are not shoved 5 feet away.
Ow.
And it is your turn.
This is very fun, man. There's another one as well. I'm just gonna use another spell slot, and I'm gonna use Burning Hands again.
Okay.
So yeah, the same thing. So it's a semantic move. It's a semantic and a physical, right?
A verbal.
A verbal, right?
BNS.
So I think he just like claps his hands together and then just like blows just flame from his hand like a Dukin style.
Oh.
Okay. I'll make reflexes. And yeah, you can click your token, and in the red circle, you click there and type minus
there we go.
16, and it'll do the math for you.
Oh, cool. I just hit 10.
I guess you could do that too.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's gonna blap him with that.
Perfect. The big guy is gonna roll. It's a 15 versus your DC.
Yeah, he makes that.
Okay, so he'll take half damage. And the other one will roll. They have a little bit more reflex. 8 will fail.
Not enough.
Hadouken!
Shoryuken!
Just all the moves are just Street Fighter moves now.
I mean, that's what they do on the streets of Galt.
Yeah.
We flash back to Galt in an alley, and there's like a couple of
They
kids
do be
just
street fighting.
punching
Side on.
wagons.
I love that.
Somebody
Love
comes outside and
What
goes, my
Bork's doing,
car.
isn't it?
I taught my kids well.
Yeah, so the big one will take half damage, and the little one will take full.
Cool.
Oh, you rolled it. Perfect.
Yeah, it was 5.
But still, the fire, you can barely hear, like just outside of your hearing range, like so high pitched, like squeals and screams from the plants within.
I hate that. Don't
But
like it.
the small one will take a full 10 points of damage and just burn up completely. Okay.
If the big guy's still around, I've got one more move, so I'm going to again try and get out of his range.
Okay, yeah, it is still up.
I think if these guys have got a plan, oh, there's one more here. In that case, I'll just move 10, 15, 20. There, go. I'll try and draw him away from the casters. Oh, there.
Okay.
We seem to have a lack of a tank or any kind of.
He's having a great time on the boat. He's fine.
Yeah.
This one is just going to move forward 5, 10, and just like launch a hand at our friend Jiggles.
But Jiggles is moist, don't forget.
Greased
Oh
up.
shit! I also need when that pollen. I'll save it. I should have used the pollen on you when we had the chance, but
Oh, you shouldn't. Why would you say that?
it's in effect now.
I actually have a hay fever. That's very
Yeah,
that's very rude.
I don't like this.
Oh,
Use
and
pollen
I've got
on
really
me.
bad hay fever.
they've got something else. Oh, that's super cool. Okay, so this one's not even gonna move the full. Where was it? It was like here.
Yeah. I don't like when you say that.
So it's gonna take a step forward, and as it it doesn't seem like it's close enough to hit you, Jiggles. But then as it moves its arm, you can see the the arm comes out of its socket and lengthens with tendrils, making up the extra space inside. Super cool. As it takes damage, its limbs become extended.
Oh my god.
and
That's so gross.
Is gonna roll to attack. 22 versus Jiggles' AC.
Oof.
Do I get the +5 bonus from the grease? Or
And not for
suppose-
attacks, just for the grapples, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
So that's gonna do 1d4 plus 3 points of bludgeoning damage, 7 points of bludgeoning damage. The pollen touch, it sprays pollen, you are exposed to it. Now this is interesting because it doesn't say anything about the pollen. I would say it's like a sort of natural effect, and you are a construct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like breathe it in or something, I guess.
Because you're not even breathing, right?
True, but then I could spread it to other people, I suppose.
I'm not sure you even have a bloodstream to
How
like
could you?
take it.
No, but here, under
I've acquired so much blood. What's wrong with you?
you gain as a puppet, as a construct, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to saves against death, disease, and poison. So you can still be affected by it. Your spark of life means that you are a living creature.
Fair enough.
So you just get a bonus, very much like androids.
So you are breathing. I knew it.
Yeah,
Found ya.
Go ahead and make a will save. That's the other thing here. The pollen isn't necessarily affecting your constitution. It's affecting your mind.
Your mind.
Where is Will?
Where is it? Deep inside your
It's
soul.
by way.
I've just rolled a d20. What would be the modifier?
Your will bonus.
What, wisdom?
Will with the rest of the saves, fortitude and reflex.
So if you look just below your armor class, it'll be there on the far right.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There it is.
23.
Okay, you are
Whew.
easy peasy. I think that actually is a. There's nothing for a critical success here, and that is not a critical success. But you are unaffected, which is great because as it bashes you, it is going to try and grab you. Its tendrils immediately start moving around you. There's a lot that happens with these things.
Thank God, a lot of things. Yeah. I know. Sadly, I know.
Luckily, so moist.
Oh, the monster automatically grabs the target. There's no save or anything. Well, shit.
What?
Okay.
So you greased up for nothing?
Maybe you can
God
give it
damn
to maybe give the plus to trying to escape.
You'll get the plus on escaping.
Yeah.
For its third action, it's just gonna try and attack you again. So you are flat-footed to this. So -2 to your AC. However, it is getting a -5 on the second attack.
Jeez.
That's still a 20.
Yep, hits.
My God.
You are immune to the pollen for 24 hours,
Oh, good.
and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Jet.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so so can I see both of them from where I'm standing?
Yes. Yeah, just over the crates.
Lovely. Okay. Can I just use 2 actions to attack?
You can. Well, no, because you have to reload in between each attack.
So if I attack, reload, and then attack again?
Yep.
That's okay.
And you'll get a -5 on the second attack. Unless your weapon has the agile trait, which would be a -4.
Does it? Does it?
Probably not. It's usually like daggers and
Power.
short swords and things.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have it. Okay.
But you still get 2 attacks.
Yeah. I will. You know what? Who cares? Huh? So /R 1d20. I'll go for the one that's grappling Jiggles first.
Okay.
My
My money don't jiggle. It falls.
It falls. I like to see you wiggle. Oh, sure. No!
Oh.
Well,
That misses.
so I hope it doesn't hit Jiggles.
No.
Thank God. Okay, so what that looks like is that she like aims up and then she shoots and she misses and you just hear her go, "Quah!" Oh. And then she reloads really fast. And then she takes aim again to try and hit this one anyways.
And with you can always hit the up arrow to bring back the most recent rolled calculation in Roll20.
Thank you for telling me that. So it's a -5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can just do +5 instead of +10. Please. Oh my god.
Two loud
bad.
bangs in quick succession. Nothing seems to have changed.
Ah! And
Emma.
she just yeah.
Great.
Throws
I'm
your
going
weapon
to
to the
move,
ground, runs away.
Almost. Almost.
I'm going to move forward a little bit. And go for the big guy with I'm gonna use the quick alchemy action to make another firebomb.
Okay.
Nice.
This makes me think of
11.
Fumbus again.
Bumbus, the Footmaster.
Fumbus.
Oh yeah.
Master
An
Fumbus.
11
Oh yeah, Fumbus.
misses. So we're gonna
Wow.
roll, starting from top left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1d12 to see which square it moves into. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means they both take 1 point of fire damage, splash damage, and because of their weaknesses, they both die. Describe your kill.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this one just explodes, and just immediately both of them are just covered in fire, and it doesn't take long for it to burn them to cinders.
And with the last of the burning and the crackling of glass, there's quiet among on the farm.
And then quick footsteps of Jet going up to Jiggles and just going, Jiggles, are you okay?
I didn't like that. I definitely the squishiest out of all of you, and all the fire flying around. And they sort of just drop back onto the floor. And he looks a bit. They look a bit sort of shell shocked, like they've never had that kind of fight before, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for trying to help me. It is appreciated.
Do not say thank you. I did nothing. That was absolutely atrocious, and I do not want you ever seeing me like that again.
I thought you were aiming for that well, or that crate over there. I don't know. You must have seen something. You're top notch. You know. I just assumed you'd seen an unknown assailant, and thank you.
No, I was out of it. I'm kneeling down to Jiggles, and I think I then look up to Emma, and I just go, "Thank you for saving my friend."
Oh.
It was so much fun.
Shorty comes limping over and goes, "Fun."
Oh, sorry. Does anyone need healing? I can make elixirs.
I guess I'm not as immune as I thought I was. If you'll permit me, I have a little thing that I can do, and I'll sit down and I'll cast heal at max, so 30-foot range. Everyone in the 30-foot range gets 1d8 plus 8.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Do you roll that? Do you roll that? It's nice.
Jiggle
Uh,
will roll it.
Enjoy.
1d8. 8. Oh no, I did that wrong. How do you type it? I don't know how you type it.
/roll space
Oh, I put
1d8
R.
or R, yeah.
/R space 1d20 or
Oh,
1d8.
I missed
or
the
whatever.
space.
Yeah, one
Ah,
fresh space.
there
There you go.
1d8 plus 8. Yeah.
So yeah, anyone that needs it gets 10 healing.
Oh,
That feels good. Good to help. Yeah, base has gone very quiet and lifeless,
Aw.
I suppose, to look at.
Aw. I love my little puppet. I just give them a little pat on the shoulder, and then I stand up and I look around at the bodies and I just Good. Should we investigate further?
Yes, definitely.
let's see what they were. Let's see whether this was worth it.
You feel like a tapping at your leg. Jet, could I? And they indicate up.
Uppies, uppies.
Well, don't forget, they're not tiny. 3 feet is still like.
I know, but we'd established that
Yeah.
I get carried around by.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they get carried around by Jet all the time.
Still lightweight, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I just give them a nod and then I pick them up and I put them on my shoulders, I guess.
Thank you.
Hold on to my hat.
I'm still covered in grease as well, which is quite.
Oh.
You know what? A little oil does the body good, it's fine. Okay, so I guess we move into the house and go investigate what if they left something or if they have more information about the star. Question mark. If someone was keeping a log of the stars, maybe.
As
These
you move...
guys.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
No, say what you were going to say.
I was just going to say, these guys seem like farmers. Stargazing maybe is not their thing, but it's used to find out.
We'll see.
Emma, did you recognize anything? Did you gain anything from fighting these things?
No.
Normally,
I-
plants don't attack, from my experience.
No, but these ones, they have a way of taking over your mind. I wonder if I could safely gather up any samples to study later.
Try a survival check.
Okay,
Or botany,
funny.
since you've got it.
I do apologize for the grease. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
It did seem like a good idea. That's right. Ooh, 27.
27. So there's a lot around here
Nice.
that is your botanist's mind is noticing and kind of going wild with ideas.
Yeah.
First off, you can see that these vines, they seem to be spreading everywhere here. Easy enough that you can all avoid them. Almost vessel-like, growing from the thick and bubbling mud that seems like emitting steam and heat from various parts. There's also like a dusty ash that's covering everything, and you can see cap-headed brown fungus like slowly forming in the wake of the ash. You spot the outlines of several bodies within the fungus and the vines, as well as the rest of you can also see several charred bodies thrown about the farm, in states of dismay. You would assume poor souls that were burned by the heat of the passing starstone.
Must have come pretty low.
Poor unfortunate.
Right. You are also able to get several samples of the fungi, as well as a little bit of the yellow musk. As you move in, you can see some more bodies. Innocent farmer folk, what looks on first glance. But you specifically note two well-equipped bodies on the far side of the barn that appear undisturbed by the slowly creeping vines and fungus that are moving towards them. You can clearly tell that they seem to be the remains of an adventuring party that moved through the area. One has several weapons. The other one has like leather armor and looks like a muddy sitar in its hands. A human and a half-elf of Galtian descent, perhaps.
Say a
So-
short prayer for them.
So they haven't been taken by the vines
Mm-mm.
yet?
Not yet.
We
As in
should,
the vines are
uh,
making an obvious thing around them, or just hasn't got there.
It's clear that the vines are like pointed in that direction.
Got it. We should get these bodies out of here before they also become lumbering corpses like the others.
True. Especially if they are geared. I would like to give these people a moment of respite, even in death.
Should we burn them just to ensure that nothing happens? It
You
seems
know,
to be the
usually
most
I would
effective.
say that seemed insensitive, but that's actually not a bad idea.
Wow, joyous.
I would rather be consumed by flame than turned into one of these things. Don't you agree?
Of course I do. I just was surprised that you would agree to something that Jiggles would talk.
Well, strange times make for strange choices. Actually, if I look around, is there anywhere that seems like, because they did mention that the dead weren't rising everywhere. So is there anywhere that seems that's just out of reach of these vines, or is it not a way we can hide these bodies or bury them, whatever?
There are two other portions of this farm that are of note to you at this point. So I would say, I'll move you. The four of you are kind of like moving around the house are up here on the far side of the map.
On that line, could we ascertain the direction of impact? Like, could we see which way things have been blowing outwards?
Further
from?
east.
Oh, God, yeah.
East in the direction. So the bodies were over here. You can see the vines are all kind of pointed in that direction. I will say that there are two other areas here. To the north, there seems to be an orchard, a pear orchard, that has been terribly damaged by the passing of the Starstorm. And on the west side of the farm, fields that you can, where even from here you can see low mounds of upturned earth, as if creatures have been at work digging in that area.
Actually, does it seem like we could set the vines alight? Maybe kill off this entire blight?
You could spend some time clearing the area and making it more hospitable.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You're going to need to rest if we're going to be coming across any more of those. So you need a defensible position.
I wouldn't want to sleep here. I was thinking more that we could just take out these roots while there are no zombie-fied corpses to stop us. Staying here overnight? Perhaps not.
No. We burn the vines and we get that.
I'm in agreement. Actually, but first, peering in the house, anything that looks like we should check it out?
The building's interior is pretty damaged. You can, of course, the roof definitely went up in flames a little bit at the passing of the Starstone, and the vines. There's nothing in here that really calls out to you as salvageable.
Okay. Then I propose we set alight these roots, relieve our departed fellow adventurers of their... Oh, I cannot believe I'm saying this. of their unneeded goods, and give them a decent send-off. Consider it payment for the free weaponry.
If someone ever discovered me defeated, I would want them to take whatever they needed.
They were obviously working toward the same goal as us, so I think they would want us to make use of it.
It certainly explains why the farmers were distrustful of adventurers. It seems we are not the first here. As proven by yourself, Emma.
Yes.
Okay. As you begin sort of clearing up the area and relieving the group, I'm posting this in the Discord chat, but I will also list it out for our viewers to know. The main body, the human, is a very muscular blonde woman with short cropped hair. She's wearing hide armor. She's got a whole bunch of weapons: a dagger, javelins, a big pack full of adventuring stuff, crowbar, grappling hook, and as you lift up her weapon and unsheath it, you can see this rapier has a potency rune on it and is glowing with magic. There's a +1 weapon, so +1 to attacks with this rapier. Around her neck is a symbol of a holy symbol to Iomade. I'm trying to remember what her... So it's like a sword with, pointed down sword with lines of, points of gold coming out from the hilt. Iomade the Inheritor. And a pouch containing 3 gold, 12 silver, and 9 copper. The other body is a more wiry, half-elven male, with a more light brown, dusky skin tone and dark black hair, and a goatee, wearing leather armor, has a dagger, a rapier, a sling with 12 bullets, an adventurer's pack, and a bandolier with the bullets kind of set in there, and their muddy sitar. In addition to the gold that they have on them, 2 gold, 6 silver, and 18, you also find a lesser quicksilver mutagen, a potion that will change your body for a short time.
Change it to what?
Quicksilvery.
Oh, okay. So instant T1000, got it.
Your features become thin and angular. You become swifter and nimbler, but your body also becomes fragile. You gain an item bonus to acrobatics, stealth, thievery, reflex saves, and dex-based attack rolls. And you gain a bonus to your speed as well, a 5-foot bonus. It lasts for 1 minute, but during that time you take damage equal to twice your level. So as soon as you take it, you take 4 points of damage.
Oof.
And a -2 penalty to fortitude saves.
Well, someone must be able to identify them from these, this holy symbol and this sitar. We can make use of the other equipment, I'm sure.
Did I make a? It's not culture, is it? What would the role be for that? To know about Iomade?
Religion.
Religion? Okay. Yeah, I got a 0. Okay, well, let's see what happens.
You can still roll. You can roll it.
Yeah, but I don't get a nice plus on it. And that's why I get a 7.
I rolled and got a 9. So.
You both know enough about her to know that she inherited her position as the sort of god of humanity from Eridan, who is very
On the run from the police.
Eridan died a few hundred years ago. Maybe not a few, maybe more like over 100 years ago, which was unknown for a god up until that point. Eridan also is a god who raised the Starstone to Absalom. So our Starfinder friends might recognize the Absalom Station Starstone as enabling faster drift travel interstellar. In Golarion, the Starstone sits in Absalom City, in the center of the world, and if you pass its test, you become a god, much like Iomade did in her time.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. Do you guys want to do the whole item thing now, or should we just do it later?
In chat.
Yeah.
Because now we're towards the end of our session. So what is the last bits what is the last we see of our party today?
I think we're looking for a place to rest. I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we walk off into the sunset.
I think we respectfully burned the bodies of those adventurers. Respectfully. Yes. And made our way.
No, I
with
do
all
it
their stuff.
disrespectfully. I'm sorry.
Spill on the fire. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Shit, what?
Okay. So, as our party walks off towards Pickering Road, we can see the storm clouds rolling in and thunder begin to crack. And that is where we'll leave it for today.
Ooh, spooky, spooky.
Spooky.
Yay.
Thank you so much for hanging out today, everyone.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Vinny, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. That was so much fun. I can't wait to play again.
I loved how perfectly your character was able to join in with the yellow musk creepers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, she really saved us.
Definitely be studying those later.
I'm always a big fan when what is going on with the player characters, and in the pre-written plot comes together super nicely. Let's go ahead and do quick plugs for everyone, starting with RetroTed.
Hello, I'm RetroTed. You can find me on twitch.tv/RetroTed. I'm currently in the middle of playing LA Noire and Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Anne. I should be streaming on Wednesday afternoon for some LA Noire goodness.
Who is Anne, and why doesn't she have any shadows?
I don't know. It's like Baldur and his gang.
Pan.
Alright, I'm Pan. You can find me on Twitter at Stellar4. You can also hear me on other shows, including Cosmopunk, Hexgrid Heroes, where I do Horizons Unknown here on Twitch, Hexgrid Heroes, and Spectrum in the Fog, where I think we're on hiatus. No, we're not. We're okay. So yes, that's where you can find me there. I'm not streaming any games. I'm bad at games. You don't watch play games.
Vinny, where can we find you online?
Right. So I am brand new at this, so you can't see me in anything else right now, but maybe that'll change in the future. You can find me on Twitter at hex_GM. Come talk to me there about RPGs because I'm bored at work all the time.
And Inez.
Hi everyone. It's me, your friend Inez. Let's see. Well, I had so much fun today, that's for sure. Emma is an amazing character. Jet is still unsure of her, but
Oh, she thinks we're best friends already.
I love that. You know what? I think that's beautiful. I still love love Emma. Jet is unsure. Hi. You can find me everywhere on @Inez666 or with an underscore behind it. Twitter, TikTok is the most active right now. I'll start streaming again when I get therapy. So just watch out for that. It'll be back really soon. Let's see. Over on Lightfoot Rogue, that channel, this Wednesday actually, I'm doing a Vampire the Masquerade stream, where I play the now dubbed Woodland Empress, called Diana, who has turned very harshly into her evil villain arc. So she has become the villain, is killing many people, and has married Dracula. So don't worry about it.
What is this game? Didn't it start with like time travel? Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's very amazing, and I implore you to watch the VODs. Also, our first chronicle that we did, the episodes of that are coming out on YouTube now. So go over to the Lightfoot Rogue YouTube channel and watch the first chronicle where I play Letitia Dauphine, who is a fabulous Toreador vampire. Don't worry. Okay. Anyways, that's really all you can find me at. And I just want to play games with you. So hit me up on Twitter if you have a game going on. You know. I love you.
It's so weirdly flirty all of a sudden.
Why not? You know.
Anything for the game.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I have been your host and GM this evening. My name is Crifu Bernal. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Crifu Bernal. I stream on my own channel. I'll be back tomorrow with our quest for infamy. And on Wednesday, you can find me over at twitch.tv/thecapricorncross as we go into the penultimate episode of our Wrath and Rolls Pathfinder 2nd Edition conversion of the 1st edition adventure path, The Wrath of the Righteous. We have stormed the garrison, the Grey Garrison, in the demon-ridded city of Canabris, and we are attempting to stop them from completely taking over the world of Golarion. It should be pretty sweet, and I really love my Goblin Butler. He's grown so much in the past several weeks. But until then, be sure to follow Manapot on Twitter as well to stay apprised of everything. Join our Discord at the link down below, and look out for future happy hours that will be coming up this summer. I've been teasing a vampire happy hour for the longest time, and it shall come. Most definitely, as the night is promised to us every day. But until then,
I'm going to use that. That's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
Until then, stay tuned for the raid, and we hope to see you next week. Have a good night, everyone.
Love you.
Guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.